If Carmen was here, she'd laugh so hard seeing the two of us talking like this. I mean, we've never really talked to each other. After all, I was here because I trusted Carmen, not you. I hope this will bring Carmen back to life. We couldn't save her. It was the result that I had been expecting since the very start. I couldn't answer his last words because I didn't want to desolate the only hope he had left. That was my selfishness, believing that he would at least be at least happy in a fleeting dream that he could not wake from, lying in restless sleep. So, I totally failed an encephalon experiment of mine, seeing that I'm facing you right now. I'll have to check out another way next time. Don't worry, I'm just kidding. Don't beep a word of this to Miss Angela or the other Sephiroth. They'd have a field day. I heard treatment is needed for a while because my parts were full of encephalon. It'll probably be tough. Bit painful, too. To be honest, I didn't want to wake up ever again. It's been a while since I've had such a long sleep. But somewhere deep in my flickering consciousness, someone called out to me. That familiar yet unfamiliar voice said this. No, you cannot. Here you must ask my permission for anything, even for death. And then you saved me. Opened my eyes once again to hear where we stand, sadly. This place will never be safe. It's impossible, even if everyone tries. Well, there is something to get out of all this. It's to try and live. Even though life is full of pain, if I have to find and hold on to even the tiniest speck of possibility, if that's what you and the voice wished for, I can't help but give a shot at living up to your hopes, now can I? From the get-go, I had no respect for you. You know that? But for the first time, I think that maybe it was me who called you. You came to ruin me, but also to save me. I think we're both in a similar situation. We were both caught up in the karma of the past. I'm not the one who has changed. It's you, manager. You're the one who's finally starting to see clearly. With that, we have the fearlessness to keep on living and 40% Seed of Light progress. And we've also finished the build-downs of all of the upper layer. Yay! Ah, in this place, the sunlight is truly warm. Maybe I was a tree in a past life. Think of a former life as the life my soul lived before being born into the current form you see now. Isn't this fun to just think about? I can't do a fake laugh. My next life? I would want to be a person with a beautiful voice, like the wisest person in the world. Now, we've never heard that phrasing before, don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. Then everyone would pay more attention to what I say. No, maybe that's too much to ask, especially with all the abilities I already have. And what about you? What did you want to become? What kind of thought is that? I still can't fake laugh, dang it. Look at this here, it made us an extract from the human subconsciousness. A form made from a foremost concept, isn't it fascinating? You see, this will become a seed of sorts. Since we've discovered an incurable disease, it would only be fair to discover a cure for it, don't you think? I want to go home. Sister, we probably aren't going to go back to our old house anymore. Try to think of this as place as your new home. How can you even call this place home? It's too different from our real home. There's no mom. Well, what if we said Carmen was our new mom then? No, this isn't the same at all. Let me go home, please. And why do you keep trying to participate in those weird experiments? You know we don't have to. Besides, Carmen told us that we didn't have to worry about anything like here, too. Of course, it'd be real fun to spend time with you here, without a care in the world. Sometimes I imagine a future like that. It would be a very happy one. But how would we be able to find meaning in our lives there? There are children abandoned in the outskirts who are dying every day. We were only able to live on thanks to an unexpected turn of events. Settling for simple comfort in this place is not what I was born to do. And it shouldn't be either. Your words are too hard for me. Why do you have so many thoughts on your mind? They say too much thinking might make you a weird person. You know, Lisa, I think I've always been sad. I never loved my own life for even a second. How nice would it be to live in a happy world next time? Enoch, are you hurt? No, it doesn't hurt one bit. Please don't be sad. I know something good will happen next time. It seems you're awake. You are in Lobotomy Corporation, and I am the one who woke you. The both of you are Tiphereth. You will be working as my assistants, helping me with amazing work from here on out. Why do we have the same name? Because there is no point in distinguishing between you two. Hi, nice to meet you, Tiphereth. I keep making silly mistakes, Tiphereth. Don't worry, I'll help you. I'm sure you'll be fine on your own pretty soon. We made it so far. The other Sephiroth wouldn't have dreamed of working this fast. We might be even better partners than we thought. Yeah, I think so too. I wonder, why do we exist here? Why do you worry about that? We're a part of the Central Command Department, and we're sitting on a mountain of work to do. We just need to focus on the task at hand. We're radically different from normal machines. I think about you, and you think about me. We both ponder about things, feel pain, and recognize our own existence. There must be some reason for it. Be careful, Tiphereth. If Miss Angela finds out you're wondering about things like that, she won't be happy about it. Lady Angela, what happened to Tiphereth? Apart from the fact that his condition is abnormal, his excessive questioning will affect the manager's duties as well. Since this behavior is unacceptable under any circumstances, I'll have to reset him to the default status now. Don't worry, you'll be alright. You are simply going back to your first day at the company. But, Lady Angela, Tiphereth has spent so much time with me. You're really starting to act like a child now, Tiphereth. Why don't you say your goodbyes then? Though, you two will meet again soon anyway. Tiphereth, I'm sorry, Tiphereth. Why are you crying, Tiphereth? I'm sorry, I couldn't do anything for you. Please don't be sad. I know something good will happen next time. Yeah. You're here. Sometimes I spend my time here. It makes me think about a lot of things. Tiphereth always looked at the world one step ahead of me. He was seeing his own world that I'll never come to know. We were always next to each other, but in reality, we were never truly together. Do you know that feeling of missing someone, even though they're standing right beside you? I don't care at all about the meaning or purpose of existence that Tiphereth talked about. I just wanted the two of us to happily stay here together. That was all. But this place won't allow us to have even that small luxury. There are countless of Tiphereth's dead bodies piled up here, can't you see? I am standing here stepping on their remains, trampling over all the memories, reminiscences, and time that I spent with Tiphereth. I am standing on top of it right now, but I still don't get it. I still can't reach the world Tiphereth saw. I sing the song of our hometown and mourn for Tiphereth, even though his will never reach him. Care to join me? Tiphereth, what are you doing here? Just reminiscing on old memories. What memories? The good old days, when we were together. You're right, we had lots of fun together. Come back to me soon, Tiphereth. I'll be reading the rest of the report. I will. You can replace the machine and transfer the key memories all you want, but that still won't bring back the Tiphereth I knew. Does that really matter, though? Tiphereth will continue to smile at you, and he'll spend time with you, just like before. Kindly refrain from bringing up such wasteful matters, Tiphereth. It's completely meaningless here. I don't really like you. The new manager would always have some kind of influence on Tiphereth, and that would eventually lead to yet another breakdown. It will be the same, time and time again. We will discard Tiphereth again and again, and he will stray further and further from what he used to be. What I'm scared of most is seeing Tiphereth burned to a husk, worn down from all the overloads and resets. For now, he can at least look normal and talk with me, pretending to feel nostalgia for the old memories that we were forcefully added back. But he's been getting more and more unstable. As a matter of fact, we're basically pumping electricity into a machine that's already teetering to keep it running. You can make as many copies as you want of his body, but he only has one soul. His one and only soul, and look at what we've done to it. Let me ask you a favor. You've been good at doing favors for me so far. You should be able to manage this one. Could you get rid of Tiphereth permanently? Angela would say that there's a reason for the two of us working here together. She'd say that we're two, yet one. But I can handle the Central Command Department all by myself. I proved myself a long time ago. Please, let Tiphereth rest in peace, as if I were alone from the beginning, before it gets any worse. Why aren't you saying anything? In fact, Lady Angela doesn't care about us at all. Whether there's one Tiphereth or two, whether one just became a moving piece of useless scrap for whatever reason, and if one were overloaded and dumped on top of countless other discarded Tiphereth, left to melt in the storage, she wouldn't care. But you're different. You're supposed to be different. There were many abandoned children in the outskirts. These children were one of the many end results of the countless conflicts among the wings within the city. Aside from disease and hunger, the most frightening enemy for the children were the ones referred to as the sweepers. The sweepers usually preyed upon the children, but sometimes they would accompany them. Both were worst-case scenarios for the children. One fixer of ours was exploring the outskirts and came across those children. We could easily guess why she bothered to report her findings to us. We also figured that she had spent quite a bit of time agonizing over whether to report it or not. Carmen personally asked her to bring the children here. To take 2 children into the city from the outskirts required an extremely complicated procedure, but no one complained. The 2 children didn't look like siblings, but they depended on each other even more than siblings by blood do. The girl was easily frightened and wouldn't open up very much to us. However, the boy started to show interest in our experiment. I saw it in his eyes. He had already seen and experienced so much of this world's despair and misfortune. His eyes no longer looked like those of a child. "Please allow me to participate in the experiment," he said. Carmen spent many nights thinking about his earnest request. Then finally we approved his participation. Where do we want to go while holding a child's hand? You should have been the one to die. Yeah, I should have died. Lisa's vicious mumbling likely had no weight to it, but I knew one thing. I knew Carmen's answer was sincere. Ever since that day, her wound quietly deepened. Seems you're holding up alright. Today wasn't the best day. Incidents happened one after another, and I'm a bit tuckered out from it. It's a good thing that everyone has such clear-cut assigned roles. It makes it easy for them to be faithful or tasked with no unnecessary contemplation or distraction. Lady Angela does a very good job at keeping everyone in check in her play. Anytime somebody tries to rid themselves of their assigned role, well, she becomes completely merciless. I myself have learned well that I have a predetermined role to play. Whether one likes it or not, they have been cast into it already. Given that, I've made up my mind to simply wait. Wait for what, you might ask? All things must come to an end. So, I'll be waiting for her plan to finally come to a close. Lady Angela, I found something strange in the documents. This record shows that the containment unit's lock failure was what allowed the abnormality to escape. Yet to my knowledge, that door was fine for the entire day, nor were there any sign of malfunction. And the one with the authority over the locking mechanisms of the containment unit doors is you, Lady Angela. Angela, please tell me, why did you do it? You have to know how many employees under my department died that day. Such a bright one, Chesed. I knew you would find out, but this is a little quicker than I'd anticipated. What do you mean by that? Thanks to your excellent effort, your department's escape ratio has been very low these days. You're capable, Tiphereth, I will give you that. I've never said this to anyone, and I don't need to either, but abnormalities create more energy through killing people. How could that be? You have written several reports and papers about importing machinery to replace the human workforce that must handle dangerous tasks, no? If soulless, cheap machines were to replace those employees, then yes, the casualty rate would drop sharply. However, that would also drastically reduce our rate of energy production. Lobotomy Corporation operates a massive business. Tasks include meeting the energy supply quota, production of electricity for the city, and business relations with our various stakeholders such as the other wings. We refine energy via the most efficient method available and make a profit. That is the only thing we need to take into account. That's just, how could you be so cruel? Chesed, any employee who works here is extremely lucky to be hired into one of the wings. Many people fight for a job here every day. There will always be someone to take the place of the dead. What right do you have to take away their fortune? I understand that you're a smart one, Chesed. However, why won't you use that intelligence for something more meaningful? It seems you've taken quite a shock to this, but I warned you before, nothing will change from how it is now. Did you think I was joking around denying you? How about you try drinking a warm cup of coffee instead of wasting your time like this? You should savor your relatively high position, better than what the employees go through. Do not forget that we have one singular objective. Oh, and Chesed? I'm the best artificial intelligence that this place has. I never clumsily leave trails or evidence behind. So, did you enjoy your little detective game? Do you know we don't exactly exist like how we appear? I wonder how I look from your point of view. I bet it's something distasteful and incapable, something I would have hated in the past. And then one last speedrun. And we're gonna finish off Chesed. So now Netzach suppression's done. The regenerator no longer is only healing people in the main room, it heals people everywhere in the department. Although people in the hallways are at 50% efficiency. So yeah, we can have people hang out in the hallways now and still get healed, which is very, very nice. It also means that people will get healed while they're fighting in the hallways. Very, very nice. It's probably one of the strongest core suppression upgrades, honestly. And we also have a new upgrade for Chesed. This increases the healing of the bullets from 25 to 40. They're still less efficient than shields. I will reiterate, this does nothing without a mod. I have to fix it. But I have that mod enabled, so it is fixed. Welcome back to Lobotomy Corporation. As you've seen, Tiphereth suppression is now available, but we can't actually do it yet because we haven't surpassed day 37. We are on day 30. We've hired a lot of new employees up, and one in training, Pescus is another one of the custom name, whatever you want to call them. And then 3 in welfare, Mason, Piper, and Riffer. These are literally the first 3 completely random employees to show up. Their role is to drink giant tree sap until they die. If any of them live, they will become permanent employees, but I am not expecting them to live. This is going to be another special live commentary of Among Us moment. I don't know, I said Among Us. I'm bad at this. And it's also our last Chesed speedrun time. I think everyone's where I want them. Yeah, that should be good. We're not really focusing on training just because of Chesed still. But we do have some people set up for training, like Shepard here. Other than that, let us do the day. Doo-doo. Piper is the sole survivor of them so far. Oh, I failed Chesed's mission. I didn't even notice. Bruh. Well, I guess this is a redo. Alright, this time we're not gonna run out of time by doing dumb things, like letting a new noon show up. I guess just have to wait until the next time it shows up for me to comment on it. Alright. He's working up here for today, so he needs to move there. And other than that, that should be everything I need to place. Just to do the orders. Oh wait, okay, can hang out here now. Because we have regenerators in the hallway, there's no reason not to just station someone outside where Punishing Bird will breach, because it will definitely breach at least once in the day. Where's Alex? Minecraft Alex. He needs to work with this boy. And I mean, if it gets the bow tie, it will breach, but who cares about that? There we go. Look at all of the employees doing us stuff. And Punishing Bird's already broken out. I mean, this is the glory of the Punishing Bird station. Okay, it just has to stand there and take it. What an envious position. What a beautiful job to have. Go drink some deadly potion. That's the potion seller's potion, the giant tree sap. That's why no one can handle it, because they just explode if they drink it. I know all the deep lore. What if I didn't want to buy the potion? What about quests? My number one goal is to make sure no one understands I'm referencing at any given time, apparently. You do heal half as fast in the hallways. That's a thing you need to consider when you have to have agents like standing there, but like, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. Heck, if I really cared about going fast, I would have just assigned everyone to stand in a hallway, but I don't. That's why I sometimes fail these missions, because I kind of forgot there was a time limit in the middle of the last recording. The last attempt. River, it's time to drink the magic juice. I'm sure they don't know they might blow up from drinking the funny juice. Which is even better if you think about it, that they don't know. So, Lobotomy Corp is so kind to its employees. What the heck? Green Dawn? No way! Anyway. It is time to mostly ignore them. Where the heck is controls Dawn, and information is there. You could probably just red shield him. I wonder what the animation for the fan even is. I've never seen it before in combat. I see. There's the missing Dawn. I love Green Dawn. Kind of just letting clerks die. Oh, Big Bird isn't just lowered just now. I was like, it's probably lowering. I would never make sacrifices. Mason, go drink this potion that might kill you. I'm trying to at least have a 20-second space between the potion ordering. I probably shouldn't be doing this on a day where I'm also speedrunning, but you know how it is. It's just my Sigma grind set was telling me to get it done as soon as possible. You have like... three minutes left in the day. You ain't never seen this before. Mason died? No, he was my favorite. Oh well. Piper, go drink the potion. Wow, Claude has a cool new hat. Remember when Claude put that hat on in Final Fantasy VII? I do. It's my favorite part of the game, and gosh dang it. Oh, Maria has the good armor, so she can probably solo Scarecrow too now. Judgment Bird is never in a hurry. 2 minutes left, what the heck? Go drink that potion. This time it's just Violet Noon, so I can end the day before the noon shows up, so I can remember to do that. And this time, I won't fail this speedrun. There's a secret noon that showed up. A river died? No, they were my favorite. I guess Piper's probably gonna live. If Piper doesn't die by the end of this last set of works, then Piper will get to be alive. I think I can order this. Oh wait, no, Alex would let it break out again. I can order this and that will be the last work of today. I don't want to start the noon because I didn't position anyone to do the noon. Actually, wait, we can definitely do this. One more shot at Among Us getting the gift. We have 40 seconds left. We should be fine. I'm not really great at the speedruns. Oh, Piper also died. No one lived! Out of the group of sap drinkers. I have traumatized Chesed. Let's go! I only got a B because 3 people died. But a decent stat growths for everyone who is doing things. It was not a super long day, so we aren't gonna get like much stuff done. Shepard got way to level 5 prudence, but like the very minimum of level 5, so that's nice. What a beautiful day. 3 people died. And now it is time for apple lore. When the prince kissed the princess, she coughed up the bits of an apple stuck in her throat. The dwarves cried out in happiness. Snow White and the prince walked through a flower-covered path and headed to their kingdom. Everyone lived happily ever after. Then there was the apple created from the witch's wrath and curse. It was also a part of herself. The apple that dropped from Snow White's hand after a single bite could never be happy. The apple, full of loneliness and hatred towards the princess, waited for the day it would rot away and return to the earth. Was it the enchantment, or was it the wrath which is bending the laws of nature? Even after enough time had passed for it to rot and to allow its seed to bear fruit, the apple did not rot. In the meantime, one half of it was kicked and crushed by someone's foot. The other half was filled with holes, eaten away by the legs of birds and bugs. The carcasses of birds and bugs piled up near the apple. The apple pondered about its existence in the midst of the corpses rotting around it. One day, a branch grew from it. The leaves and branches were already withered and dry, but it continued to grow. Finally, one afternoon, the apple gained the ability to move on its own. It thought of the princess and the prince, who left happily. Snow White had also been sleeping for a long time, but a prince came and woke her up. The apple, now a princess in its own right, no longer needed a prince. She began to embark on a journey. Excerpt from The Hidden Stories and Fairy Tales No One Knew by author unknown. And it truly is a beautiful story. Thanks, author unknown.